Full commitment. Oh! With a bit of a hump. But we made it. Hello and welcome again to our third part of the Balkan adventure. Been away for a few days, went on a holiday, so let's continue with our own little holiday and fly from Zemunik to Kastela. Well, we'll be following the A1 motorway, and if I'm correct, we have to go south. Let's zoom out this small map. Down south, back here. Well, it's southeast. So yeah, let's tune in our heading selection for the guided flight. It's heading 111, so we'll be tuning that into 111. I've set that designated altitude. And like I said, let's go. Give it some power, release the brake. Keep it straight. And when we're at around 75, oh, we're at the end of the runway. Let's go. Okay, let's try to find our heading. Flight directors on. As it says, depart from the Cedar Airport heading southeast, and quickly you'll notice a road running in the same direction. Follow it and eventually you'll pass over a highway interchange reuniting with the A1 motorway near the town of Bankovac. So would that be the road over there? Past the airport, so let's see. We'll find a route later on. We're going the right heading, so we'll look for the road and the A1 motorway. First, let's see if we can get a good climb. I'm aiming for 6,000. Give it a bit more gas. Lean back the mixture for a bit. 55 is okay. Well, the map shows we're going in the right direction, so that's good. Still looking for the A1 motorway, but I think that's this line over here. Oh yeah, that's from our previous part. That would be, yeah, where we came over the mountain parallel to the road. So I think that's the A1. So we'll be following these roads over here. That's the river. Let's see what the second part brings us. Continue southeast along the road. After a while, watch for the waters of the Kuduka River sluicing under the road and running southwest towards the lake in the distance. Okay, that's when we're a bit further away. I think that's the lake they mean. Or could it be... it's further away. Okay. So I'm going to dial this back to 55. Still have a bit of a view. That will be the motorway over there. So I'll give it another minute or maybe two until we're fully joined, and then turn the heading mode to 132. Well, we've passed the timer, so I think if that is the motorway, we'll be turning to, let's see, 132. So we have the motorway on our left hand. It's just to keep it as a navigation point. It says follow the road. I believe I mean the motorway. And I'm gonna reset it. And let's wait for a few minutes. And hold back a bit on the throttle to get to the ideal speed of 105. Yeah, it's a beautiful coastline over here. Never been to Croatia, but maybe I will. When I look at it, mountains so far, well, that would be somewhere like Greece. Oh, whatever. My topographical skills aren't the best, so let's not try to pretend they are. Let's see, that's the motorway that snakes through the land over there. We still need to follow that, so we'll be road running southwest towards a lake in the distance. That will be that lake. If I look at time and distance. Let's give it a bit more throttle so that the RPM will be at 2400 as seen in the second screen, top left corner. 24. And that means that our airspeed will slowly start to settle around 105. So I believe this is the lake we're looking for. Let's see what we have to do after that. So that will be at the banks of the lake. Make your way down its western shoreline over the village of Raslina. You'll soon find the inlet for another river running southwest. Follow it a short distance at the marina at the historic city of Zemunik, the oldest native Croatian town on the shores of the sea. So I guess that would be around there, or maybe, or let's see, 159, so it's about there. I'll be entering the heading at around 8 minutes on the clock. And then we have to go over there. Yeah, once again, what a view. Okay, so we're over the lake. That means we'll be setting our heading to 159. For around 3 to 4 minutes, so that we turn back to land again in this small bay. That's where the small village will be. So this would be Zemunik, the oldest native Croatian town on the shores of the sea. Interesting. Let's see if we can descend a little bit. Set our flight level control to 47. And what I've learned is use the throttle to descend. And we need to maintain 105, so I'll be pushing back the throttle for a bit and control our descent with the throttle. Get speed for a bit because I didn't engage the autopilot or engage the auto throttle. Let's kick it back to 2300 and a bit. 22.5 is okay. So we're above the village. That means we can go to our next waypoint. It almost got a French or Italian feel to it. Looks good. But yeah, let's go to 151 for 2 minutes. Head southeast, following the heading towards the Adriatic Sea and a bay near the famous Bedem, site of the Wall of Ostrika, built in 1497. Interesting. Well, we're heading that way. I think it's over there somewhere. Well, 2 minutes won't be long, 3 minutes. I'll be... So my RPMs are around 2200. That means that our speed maintains roughly the same, but our altitude is slowly decreasing. Well, I've reached almost my altitude. So that means it goes to altitude hold mode on that altitude instead of the flight level control. And while we're at it, it's leveling out, bring it back to 2300 RPM. Oh, that's a bit too much. And prepare for the next one, because a road runs straight from the bay heading east past the tourist village. Follow it through the valley and towards the hills. Through the valley and towards the hills. I'll be engaging now to 106. Oh, 106, yep. And towards the hills. On the northern hill bank you should soon see a small village. I'm in doubt if it's... Oh, would it be over here? We'll see. I think we have to be a bit further away, like somewhere over there or there. But we'll see in 3.5 minutes. We're a bit up high, but I believe we're flying in the right direction towards our destination, so it would be behind, I believe, the first hill section. That would be where the airport is. It's around 6 minutes from now. We have a lot of altitude, so let's bring it down just a notch to 4K. While still maintaining 105. back on the throttle a little bit, 22.5. LDSP, that would be our destination. But I don't think we have a straight approach. And the highest mountain we'll see is this one on the left. So we still have a lot of space between us. And then I think we'll be moving parallel to it to there. And then when the dip is there, where the dip is between the two little hills, we'll be turning. And after that we'll be landing. So I'll be slowly starting to descend, which means I'll be decreasing my selected altitude even more. Push this back up. Why aren't we descending? Well, that's a bit too much. Sometimes it's a bit weird, the autopilot, but yeah, we'll manage. Adjust to 115. Start for another 2.5 minutes. This would be the road parallel to the hillside. We'll reach a junction point and hand you off to another state road, the D58 running south. So we have an approach from the top. Or is that the motorway? Let's see. Head southeast over the hills, past the patches, dense forest scattered across the peaks and crevices, and eventually we'll arrive at another runway where you can land. That would be our runway. So first of all, we have to go even lower and bring it back to 2.5, I guess. Free speed down to a bit more than this. Maybe we need a bit more. And I'll be taking over the heading. Because I think if that's the runway, we need to make a bit of a turn. So I'll be following this road for now. Center the camera for a bit. Okay, so I've disengaged the autopilot for now. I will be flying over the town and after that onto the runway. So I'll once again center the camera. Push my nose down for a bit. Yeah, I know. There's not that much ground. Make a gentle left turn over here. And I can see the lights were a bit high for my liking. But if I just keep it idle and give it a bit of flaps. Well, it looks good for now.
500.
To go a bit to the left. Here we go. Full commitment. Oh! With a bit of a hump. But we made it. Steer to the left. Well, here we are. We've landed. And we'll park over here. And that's it, completed. 36 minutes, a bit longer than expected. But we're not doing like 120 knots. But yeah, we're here. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, like it. Maybe subscribe if you want to. I'll be flying more, so check out this series. If you have any suggestions for a flight, post them, let me know. And yeah, once again, thanks for watching. Bye.